students. Now this is the question which was given on 20th of July, and let us solve this one question I have taken up so that if you have any difficulty you can find out. Now this question, you can see you have all the type of brackets. You have small bracket, inside small bracket you have line bracket, then you have curly bracket, and this is your that is box bracket. All right, so all the types of brackets we have, and we already know that first we will, and you can see this is a bracket, the biggermost bracket, then inside you have curly bracket, then inside the curly bracket you have this small bracket, and inside small bracket you have this line bracket. So how do we solve? We all know the sequence of solving is first we have to take up this line bracket. That means we have to solve this much portion. Now if we focus on only this much part, we have to ignore this sign because the bracket is like this from 1 by 4. So we all know the LCM which we can take is 12. 4 has become 3 times, so this 3 into 1. 6 has become double, so 1 into 2. This is your solution. This is the second part or second step of this line bracket. Now we all know that the remaining part has to be copied as it is because we have no step which we can do simultaneously because everything is one inside the other, and we know we have to do the one which is in preference, and the preference is we have to solve the line bracket. 3 4s are 12, 13 upon 4. Now let us solve 2 2s are 4, 5 upon 2 minus 3 minus 2 is 1 upon 12. So this needs to be solved, multiplied by half, then rest of the thing as it is. 1 4s are 4, 1 5 upon 4, and this is 13 by 4. So we have copied as it is. Now we all know our LCM is 12. 2 has become 6 times. So 5 will also become 6 times. 5 6 are 30. Minus 1. Then we have a curly and rest of the thing as it is. Now here we have 30 minus 1 is 29 upon 12 multiplied by 1 upon 2. Then this is 5 by 4 and divided 13 upon 4. We have this bracket beginning. Now we know this is 5 by 4 minus 29 upon 12 twos are 24. So we have to solve this 13 upon 4. Now next we have to solve this curly bracket, and that means the rest of the thing will go as it is. So let us focus on only our curly bracket. We know LCM will be 24. 4 6 are 24. So 5 6 are 30 minus 29. Now here we have, that means this is 13 by 4 divided by 30 minus 29 is 1 upon 24, and we know we got the answer, so I have removed this bracket. So we get 13 upon 4 can be converted into multiplication question, and it will become 24 upon 1. 4 6 are 24, 13 6 are 78. So that is the answer. Now let us do this next question. Here you can see, now in this previous case you have seen that we had a bigger bracket, inside we had curly, then we have inside curly we had smaller bracket, and then inside curly, that small bracket, we had a line bracket. But here you see the difference between the two sum. We have these two parts. Here we have big bracket, inside we have the smaller bracket. Here we have curly bracket, inside we have the smaller bracket, and if you want, we can simultaneously solve both of them together. Alright, we have a division sign in between, but we have to apply the rule of the sequence of bracket to be solved. So in this, we have this bracket and then small bracket. That means first we will solve the smaller bracket and then we go for this. Now these two are completely independent and separated by a division sign. So we can do both of them simultaneously. So I am doing both of them simultaneously, and if we focus only on this part, we know that there is a smaller bracket which needs to be solved first. 17 minus 2 is 15. Then we have 20 into 3. So here we got the next step of this bracket, and let us see the next step of the other bracket. 7 minus 4 is 3 minus 10. Now this is very simple. We already know that plus sign here and we have minus sign here. That means if we consider this to be one sum, because we are focusing only on this part, we know that we have two terms, two part of this question. This big question is separated by a plus sign which divides this big question into two smaller parts. Now 15 8s are 120, 8 5s are 40, 4, 8 1s are 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So 120 plus 6 2s are 12, 3 2s are 6, 60. So we got this divided by, if we focus only on this, we know that we have two parts in this question also, because it is separated by a minus sign. We got 30 minus 10. That means from here we are getting 180 and from here we are getting 20. So answer is 180 divided by 20. This and this gets cancelled. We get 9. That means the answer is 9 in this case. Now let's go for the next question. Here again you can see we have a big bracket. We have okay, now let us see here. In case of this one, we have a big bracket. You know that they are separated by these two minus sign. That means the part of the smaller part of the big bracket is this part, we have this part, and we have this part. So we have three parts separated by a minus sign. That means the answer for the first part is 8. The answer for the second part is also 8. The answer for the third part is 7 minus 3, which is 4. Now we all know 15 plus 8 is positive and the negative numbers are 8 minus 4 is minus 12. So that becomes minus 4 plus 15. So this is 15. If we take the integer, we know if you open the bracket, we have 15 rupees profit and 4 rupee loss. That means it is 15 minus 4, which becomes 11. So a small part of integer has also come in this question. Now let us solve the next question, which is given here. We have 28. Now let us see, there is a minus sign here. That means we have how many part of this big question? We have one part and we have second part. The bigger question is divided into two smaller parts and each part can be solved simultaneously. Now if you apply the rule here, we have division also and multiplication also, and we know it is DM rule which can be followed. First we have to divide. That means 12 divided by 6 is 2 multiplied by 28. This is the next step of this part. Now minus, here we know that we have O also. Before division we have O. O means off. That means 18 multiplied by 4 divided by 9 upon 3, and we have to focus on this part. This we have to understand. So I'm putting it inside the bracket so that we know we have to solve this first. So otherwise हम लोग वो division और multiplication में confuse हो जाएंगे. We know we have to answer this part. So we have 3 4s are 12, 9 4s are 36. We got the answer, and rest of the thing I am copying as it is. Multiplied by 2. Now this is one part. This was second part. Second part हम लोग solve कर रहे. We gave a simpler form, then still simpler form. Now here we have 18. We all know that this should be divided first. We have again DM rule which says divide is to be done first. So 8 multiplied by 4 divided by 36 means it is like this. 4 divided by 36, and here it is 8 2s are 2 8s are 16, 1 2 2s are 4, 56. Now we know that it can be solved. This is fraction and it can be solved. 18 1s are 18 2s are. Then again we can solve this 2 1s are 2 2s are. That means we are getting 2 upon 1. So answer is 2 here, 56 here. So finally we got answer 54. So these questions were picked up from your book, from the simplification chapter, and most of the questions are picked up from that book only, and few questions which were left and few extra sums I have given. I want you to do the homework for today's date, or 22/7/20. It is this. All right, this is question number 1, question number 2, 3, and question number 4. 5 is written here. So these are the 5 sums. For more practice you can solve. So that's all.